Jackie, what's up?
Dr. D, how are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much for taking my call.
You betcha. What can I do to help?
So today I'm having troubles connecting with my sister-in-law, and I was hoping maybe you can help me try to understand why this is and maybe ways to fix it.
Okay. Tell me how you're having trouble connecting.
Yeah, so, a little backstory. She met my brother-in-law, and I think their relationship moved very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
They met, they got married, they're expecting a baby all, within a year or less.
Okay.
And so I feel like I didn't get a chance to really get to know her. I only met her a couple times, and then all the serious stuff happened. So I feel like, we're cordial enough. But a lot of times I feel like I'm kind of carrying, the conversations on my back. I'll ask her a question, what's your favorite food? And it'll just be like, oh, Italian. And then the conversation kind of ends.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just feel like I would love a better relationship where, in an ideal world, maybe more of a friendship, you know what I mean? Just because, we see each other somewhat often. So, and also just to get, again, just to have a better relationship. I think that it's kind of awkward. And, and again, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, if it's coming from me. Am I, deep down for some reason, I don't know, jealous or, it's a sister-in-law thing where it's we're both, I don't know, not competition necessarily, but just trying to figure out how I can maybe connect with her better.
Do you miss your brother?
Yeah, I do. But also another thing is that I see them, and again, I know it's none of my business. It's not my relationship. But she's snapped at him a few times in front of me, and I just feel like, again, I don't intervene. I'm kind of just she's not my business. But I don't appreciate that.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. But
I think that's
again,
probably part of it.
Good for you. Yeah, so you're defensive of your brother. You love him. You miss him. You are right to not get in the middle. That's his wife, and that's their relationship dynamic, however weird it is for you, right? Until she becomes abusive, which, of course, then you're going to get involved. Right. But yeah, you're gonna have your snap judgments. Here's what you need to do, and it's simple, Jackie, and it's direct and to the point. I want you to reach out to her. Do y'all live in the same community, the same area? Can y'all get together in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
I want you to invite her to coffee. Are you even allowed to do that in Los Angeles? I don't know how that works.
We can order it and then take it out to a park.
Okay, so I want you to take her out. I want you to pay, and I want you to tell her, you are a part of my family. I consider you a sister now. And I want to develop a great relationship with you. This is super weird because we're both grown-ups, and so I'm being vulnerable here. I want to have a great relationship with you, and I want to grow and develop a friendship with you. How do we start? And I want you to be that vulnerable with her. Because here's the deal. You're going to peter along for the next decade. Dropping a little hint here. What do you think about this here? And then on the other side of that scale, you're going to see her nitpick your brother. You're going to see her make fun of him when he puts on some weight. You're going to see her treat your nieces and nephews differently than you would treat them. And that scale is going to get out of whack. And what you are going to avoid this whole time is being vulnerable with her. And it's going to end in an explosion. And then your poor brother's going to have to choose between his sister and his wife. You can cut all of that crap out by just taking her out on the front end of this deal and saying, you're in my family now. You are my sister. I want to grow to get to know you, and I'm being super vulnerable, and this is weird for both of us. I'm making it awkward, and I'm sorry. But I want to grow to love you. I want to grow to be connected with you. I want you to start coming over and hanging out at the house. I want to know what you love, what you don't love. And let's just get weird, right? Nick Miller style. Let's just get weird, and let's develop a grown-up relationship. We don't know how to do this. We don't have any skills for how to make grown-up adult friendships. That's why we're all lonely as old people. After we get out of college, we just have one or two people at work, and then we just get lonely, right? So you are going out on a limb, and you got to be ready for this. Her looking at you saying, oh, sure, that'd be great, and then never calling you again. You've got to be ready for your brother to be like, what is the matter with you? Did you seriously take my wife to a park and ask her, quote, to be your friend? That's what serial killers do, you weirdo, right? You have to be ready because relationship is about risk. But what you're doing is you are short-circuiting a decade of uncertainty, a decade of judgment and back and forth and poking and prodding, all that. You're just going to go for it. You're going to risk. You're going to be vulnerable. You're going to say, I want to be your friend. You're my sister. I love you. Let's do this. And then you're going to let her respond. My hope is that she's going to go, oh, thank God, I didn't know how to do this. I know he talks so highly about you, his sister he loves. I feel like I'm always competing with you, and that sounds weird, like flowers in the attic, because I know you and your brother aren't like that, but y'all have a great relationship, and I feel all weird in the middle of it. And she's going to be relieved. Thank God. So good for you for wanting to connect your family deeper. Go for it, Jackie. Go for it. And then I want you to call me back and let me know how that conversation went. And you may call back and be like, Delony, you suck, you idiot. I was vulnerable and I ruined everything. Good for you. Now you know. You get a decade of your life back, right? And I didn't even charge you for it. That was free advice, right, Jackie? So thank you so much for the call.